probably do better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure does. This is how you want me to hold it?
Yeah. Just tell me who to look back.
This lighting, if I stand behind the light.
You can't use a GoPro. It's not gonna have the good lighting.
So,
No? Yeah, we'll just use this.
so we're here with Dr. Alvin Vince, KCO boy, fundraising juggernaut. So, Dr. Vince, what has prompted this fundraising fervor that you seem to be spearheading? And I know about, you know about, we coming from like 40 years back, but all the times that, all the years that I've known you, this was never part of something that you did, but you go up into this thing that has become so powerful and even greater than the person who was the fundraising queen of KC, Miss Douglas. You even exceeded what she's doing. What is driving this fundraising fervor that that's going on, especially with all the different venues and things that you do?
Well, the fervor is definitely there, but I won't say I've surpassed anyone,
I'm gonna say
Douglas
that.
or any other one, but this fervor, I'm just really standing on the shoulders of those who have been before me.
Yes.
They have really laid the ground
Yes.
and put in the work. So I'm just here as a servant, just following up and following behind what they have laid out before me. So and again, most of these fundraisers are done by different groups. For instance, we are here today put on by a group that really focus in terms of welfare, giving back to the school. So any one of the functions that I can support, I try to support. But again, I'm just one individual who is in the pool of many.
Was there a particular incident or was there a particular moment where you said, this is the time I'm going to get involved? Because this had to have a genesis. So was there something that clicked, something that happened that said, you know what, it's my time to step in?
Yeah, no, that's a good question and that's true. Genesis of, the genesis of anything starts out with something.
Okay.
So the revelation of that genesis come about one day when I was sitting and just reflecting on where I am and how I got there. And start looking back, I start to realize that there was many individuals, starting from parents and other supporters who have played an integral role in this. And those individuals really, a lot of them was at KC in my youthful days. And I guess that's the part of the growing up years that was influential. So I was home one day and decided, I need to start. Now is the time, because if you sit and wait until you get rich, you might not never start supporting. You just have to realize that if you have been blessed and you have enough food on your plate where you can share liquor with somebody, now is the time. And that time is always now. So that's when I decided, and I went out, researched, and found that there was a chapter in Atlanta, and that's where I started.
Okay, good. So,
Thank you.
Go ahead.
talk to us how should it be fundraisers such as this, so for the ongoing support. Talk about how crucial it is a fundraiser such as this and the many others that you're involved in for the ongoing support of the present day KC fraternity, of present day needy students, because you and I, we go back a long way and we know that there's a lot of needy students, people who fall through the cracks of the system. So give us in broad terms how important an event like this is to the sustenance of the needy students of KC, and what can the greater KC alumni do to get involved, to continue what you're doing and to assist further? Because you have your hands in a lot of things and we need, you know, a lot more support from the KC alumni. So give us in broad terms how crucial it is to get involved in support for present day student body who are needed.
Yeah, really and truly, let me start from the top. All old boys who left KC should get involved.
Yes.
And the reason I said that should is because there's a lot of resources we get, educational resources, sporting resources that comes from old boys outside. So a lot of the resource that you got to reach to the stage where you are comes from other supporters out here. So when you're in a position to give back, whether time, money, just get involved. If you don't have the money, find the time. Now, the reason why it is important now is because there's a lot of young men still in the system that needs an olive branch. Because most of what we are doing is not really handouting. We're really giving them a helping hand so they can be better in life. So we're extending an olive branch to these young men so they can be better citizens. The need is great. And when I say the need is great, I'm talking in all different aspects of the school. Both in infrastructure, both in resources for the young man themselves, assistant for teachers and staff, sporting programs, just about anything there is a need, because we all know no school system in Jamaica is fully funded by government. So there's always a gap that needs to be filled, and the gap is really on the onus of the alumni.
Yes.
And we have to support and we have to give back.
Alright, so a couple more questions, because you know, for all the KC alumni, some of them, you know, I'm fearless as ever. I'm gonna name some names who need to get involved. But before we do that, there is this mythical KC. Some people call it a cult, some people call it a brotherhood. Explain to us this mythical KC spirit that drives us even after we are out of the system. We still come back. What is this? What it means to you? What is it? If you can put it in words, and what it means to you, and why is it driving you to do the things you do?
Yes, cult brotherhood. I call it brotherhood, camaraderie, fellowship. If they call that a cult, then let me be a cult. Because if you're talking about caring about your brother,
Yes.
caring about the next generation, and having a love for your school and the individual around the school, and you call that a cult, I'm a cult all day then. Because that's what we need as a nation, to really uplift and bring up every individual. We're talking boys, girls,
Yes.
all generations. And if you call that a cult for the love and the support of your school and the young ones coming up, then hey, call me a cultist all day.
Alright, so we're talking about next level. We're doing great. You're doing great with the things you're doing, and you know, we see a lot of success. We're not going to try to measure it, because success is not something that should be measured, but we want to take it to the next level. We want to take it to the next level. We want to do more than what we're doing now. What are some of the suggestions you have about how to take what we're doing, what you're doing right now, to the next level? Because I've said this to you on a number of occasions, and you don't want to embrace it, so I'm going to put it in words now. You are out dogging Miss Douglas right now.
Careful,
You're
careful,
taking it to the next level.
Yeah, put me in the fire line, you know, but
We're putting you in the fire line. We're calling it as we see.
Yeah, that's good. But
So how can we, what
Expand
we're
on
doing
it.
now, how can we take it to the next level? And what kind of mechanism we have in place whereby we can reach out to those KC alumni who are on the sidelines, because we want to bring people on the sidelines into what we're doing now. So what can we do to bring those on the sidelines in
that's a loaded one right there. We're going to
Yes.
start with the next level. Really, the next level